Hello everyone, this video is going to guide you in using all the features of Class Notebook in a much better way. So select the Class Notebook. Once you click on that, it will be visible on the right side of your page. We have already discussed the structure of the Class Notebook. Let us click on the navigation panel. In the navigation panel, let us go to the content library because it is the content library where we are going to keep all our resources. So let's click on that. Select the subject or the section where you want to add your content. I'm going to click on the computer. Okay, in computer, as you already know, we have created two pages, chapter number 1 and chapter number 2. Now, let's say I want to add some of my resources in chapter number 1. Click on this chapter number 1 area. It is going to be highlighted. See, this is the working space. This is the entire page given for your section. You can increase the number of pages as you require, but you need not be worried about the length of the page because the page is very huge. It can be a lot of content can be added into it. Wherever you are going to click, it is going to show you a boundary which is nothing more than a text box which can be dragged anywhere on your page like this. Okay, let me drop my text box here. If you want to delete a text box, suppose you accidentally added a content here and now you don't want to keep it, there are two ways. Either you go and press the backspace or delete key from your keyboard, or alternatively you can select the entire text box and click on delete. Now let us say I want to type one instruction for my students, so I can simply click anywhere and start typing it. Let's say I want to write down hello students, this is the chapter number 1 of your book. Now once you are done with the writing part, you can select the entire content and do some formattings over it. For example, you can make it bold, you can make it italics, you can underline the content. If you wish to highlight it, click on this arrow. These are the colors which are provided by Microsoft Teams. So in case you want to highlight this content, you can very well do so. Select the content once again. If you want to change the font type and size, you can do that. Let's say I want to change the type of my font to Britannic bold. I can do that. I want to change the size of the font. I can very well go and do that. Once you are done with that, see, if you are going to bring your cursor towards the extreme left of your content, it is going to change into the four-sided arrow, which shows that now you have selected the text box and you are ready to move the content anywhere on your page. If you want to keep it here, you can keep it here. If you want to keep here, you can very well go and do that. Just simply click it. Now let us try adding certain more features in this page. Suppose I want to insert a table here. For that, I'll have to go and click on insert and click on the downward arrow of table to select the rows and columns. Let's say I want 2 by 2 table. I can very well go and do that. If you want to add some content in that, you can do that by simply clicking on this, and you can move forward and backward. The functionality is very much similar to the Word, Excel and PowerPoint only. Let's say this. If you want to if you want to increase it, you can do that with tab. And if you want to type outside the table, simply need to click outside the table and start writing. Okay. Once you are done with this, you can simply drag it anywhere. Suppose I want to keep it here. Okay. If you want to change the content style, you can do that once again. Now let us check out the insert option of class notebook. By clicking on insert, you can see the file option. File option has two options below it. The first option says insert as attachment. Here you can attach Word, Excel and PowerPoint files easily, and they'll be attached like a small thumbnail in your page. Let's try it out. Choose file and select the location. Let's say I want to select the notes of AI. Click on open, click on insert. See this, the movement of this round circle shows you the processing going on. Once the processing is done, it will be added as the thumbnail. Okay, this was your first option. If you want to give some detail to your students, you can just write it down below this thumbnail. Let's say I want my students to note this down in their copy, so I can very well mention that. Students, note down these your copies. Okay, let's mention a date also, by 27/5/2020. Okay, you can resize this. If you want to highlight this note, you can go and click on home and make it bold. Increase the size as well so that it doesn't go unnoticed. Now let us check out the second option. Click somewhere else in your page. Again go to insert, click on the file and select the second option. Choose the file. Suppose I want to have these exercises, PDF exercises, to be added here. Okay, the processing is going on. It is going to consume some time and it will be displayed. Yeah, here we are. Now look at the difference. With the first option, I only had a small thumbnail which can be clicked by the students and downloaded in his or her mobile or laptop. In the second option, the advantage is there is a thumbnail along with the entire pages of your PDF inserted as image in your notebook. So now as it is looking a little expanded, we have the option of decreasing the size also. How we are going to do that? First, we have to make sure that we reduce the size of each of the page, because once the pages are reduced, the size of the pages are reduced, we can ultimately reduce the size of the entire PDF. Okay, let us do the same with the second page. We have 3 pages in our PDF. Let's reduce the third page also. Okay, once we are done with this, see, it is going to compress in its size automatically. Now after the PDF, suppose I want an image to be inserted in my page, I can click on picture, which is the sub option in the insert tab only. Click on this picture, select the area. See, I have selected this text box. I am in the writing mode here. Go to the pictures, select one of the 3 options. You have the option of selecting from file, directly from your camera, or online. Suppose I want to go online. Online, you can select You can write what you are trying to find out. I want to write down artificial intelligence. One advantage is all of these pictures are Creative Commons only, which means there is going to be no copyright issue on the image inserted by you. Let's say I want to select this image. Once you select this image, please click on the insert option which comes right below it, and your picture is going to be inserted here. Okay, now you again have the option of moving the location of your image. You can even resize it, let's say like this. Okay, so here we go. All right, now let us try to add a link, that is the hyperlink in our page. For that, we should go to the link, and a dialog box will appear. It has two parts: display text. Display text means here you can just type in any text which is going to become a hyperlink. Means it is going to be highlighted in blue color and having an underline below it. And once a child is going to click on that, a video is going to open up. So let me write down artificial intelligence video, and in the address I am going to my browser and select the desired video which I want to be pasted over here. So let us go to our browser. This is my video. First you have the video open in your browser, then right click on it, copy video URL, then come back to your class notebook and paste it here by using the Control V key combination, and finally click on insert. Here we go. Now that particular text we typed is coming in blue color and underlined. That means it is now transferred into a hyperlink. Let us try pressing it now. Okay, now see, when I bring my cursor here, the cursor changes. Here the cursor is something like as, and when I bring it here, it changes into a hand, means it is a hyperlink now. Try pressing it, and you will be transferred to the YouTube video. It may take a little bit of time depending upon the bandwidth. Yeah, here we go. It opens up YouTube in your browser and takes you directly to the hyperlink video. So this is actually a very interesting.
Have you ever noticed how some people just light up a room from the moment that they walk in?
Okay, so this is an interesting way of providing all the material to your students at one place.